A very warm welcome to all for this GATE coaching class organized by Erode Central Engineering College, Perundurai, Erode, Tamil Nadu, sponsored by AICT, Karana, New Delhi. My name is L. Vijayanand, Assistant Professor in the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering from Erode Central Engineering College. Today's session we will see about the Gauss-Seidel load flow analysis. This session is very much useful for GATE preparing students. Gauss-Seidel load flow method is otherwise called successive displacement method. Okay. Let us consider the block diagram. In this, we are considering n bus system. Bus 1 to m are generator bus, and m plus 1 to n is considered as load bus. Again, I am telling that bus 1 to m is called generator bus, and m to n is called load bus. For flat voltage start, we have to consider initial conditions. For that, phase angle del I is equal to 0, for I is equal to 1 to n for all buses except slack bus. Okay. And for voltage, determinant of voltage Vi naught is equal to 1. For I is equal to m plus 1 up to n for all PV buses. That is determinant of Vi is equal to Vi space for all PV bus and slack bus. Now we are injecting the power to these buses. We are giving the power to these buses. We want to give the power to the buses, then only it will run. So we will consider the power as SI. So generally the SI consists of real power and reactive power. So we are SI is equal to PI minus JQI. That can be written as V into I. We know that power is equal to voltage into current. So that is written as VI conjugate into II. We are taking as equation number 1. Now I is replaced by impedance and voltage. That we know that V is equal to, and as per Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. So I is replaced by impedance. I is replaced by impedance. So we can replace II by YIK into VK. So we can write the equation as PI minus JQ is equal to, it's nothing but power is equal to VA conjugate summation of K is equal to 1 to N YIK into VK, where II is equal to summation of K equal to 1 to N YIK VK. Now II is equal to now I am expanding this equation. Okay, that is II is equal to YII. I am replacing K is equal to I. So II is equal to YII VI plus summation of K equal to 1 to K not equal to I. I already substitute K equal to I. So which is equal to K is not equal to I up to N is equal to YIK into VK. Now rearranging the equation, that is I am shifting this value to the left hand side. Then we will get YII VI is equal to II minus summation of K equal to 1, K is not equal to I up to N is equal to YIK into VK. This YII can be taken on next side, then it comes under denominator. Then VI is equal to 1 by YII whole bracket into II minus summation of K equal to 1, K not equal to I to N YIK into VK. Consider equation number 2. We already know that the power is equal to V into I, that is power is equal to voltage into current. So in this, I am considering the current only. II is equal to PI minus JQI by VI. Consider equation number 3. Substitute this II in this equation, in this area. Okay, then we will get the final value as VIP is equal to 1 by YII into PI minus JQI by VI conjugate minus summation of K equal to 1, K not equal to I to N is equal to YIK into YK. When I is equal to 1, 2, 3 up to N except slack bus, I said earlier. Let V1, V2, Vn or old value, that is considered initial bus voltage. Now substitute this value in the above equation, that is in this equation, that the voltage value should be substituted in this equation and find out new value, that is V2 new, V3 new, Vn up to Vn new. After that is, I said that we have to find out new voltage value from the above equation. Therefore, the above equation can be replaced by VIP plus 1 is equal to 1 by YIA into Pi minus JQI divided by VIP whole conjugate minus summation of K equal to 1, I minus 1, YIK, VK, PK, P plus 1 minus summation of K equal to I plus 1, N up to N, YIK into BK into P. Okay, it's that equation number 4 is rearranged like this. Consider n bus system, that is from this diagram we have to consider n bus system. The complex power at bus I is SI is equal to, that is power is equal to Pi minus JQI equal to, we know that the voltage into current, that is Vi conjugate into II. Here I am just replacing I value. That we done this already. Now we are taking from that equation, okay, from equation number 8. That is Pi minus JQI is equal to Vi conjugate summation of K equal to 1 to N YIK Vk. Now where I is equal to summation of K equal to 1 to N YIK K Vk, and substitute this in this equation, then we will get II is equal to YII Vi plus summation K equal to 1 K not equal to I into N YIK Vk. Again we are rearranging it. It's already we done it. That's why it's repeating it. YII Vi is equal to II minus summation of K equal to 1 K not equal to I into N is equal to YIK into Vk. From again it is coming under the denominator. Then Vi is equal to 1 by YII minus summation of K equal to 1 K not equal to I to N YIK Vk. So Pi minus JQI is equal to Vi conjugate II, that can be replaced by II is equal to Pi minus JQI by Vi conjugate. So VIP is equal to 1 by YII at then Pi minus JQI by V conjugate minus summation of K equal to 1 K not equal to I up to N YIK Vk. So the iterative solution for the equation, the above equation, we will get VIP plus 1 is equal to 1 by YII. Just we are rearranging it, that's all. That is, we are replacing Vi conjugate by VIP the whole conjugate. Okay, so that is Pi minus JQI divided by VIP the whole conjugate minus summation of K equal to 1 K not equal to I into N YIK Vk. From equation 2.16 and 2.18, we can write the equation as Pi minus JQI is equal to Vi conjugate into II. That is equal to Vi conjugate whole power YII Vi plus summation of K equal to 1 K not equal to I N YIK Vk. From this equation, we have to separate the real part and imaginary part. So first we have to separate the real part. So Pi K plus 1 is equal to real. Whole summation of Vi conjugate K, YII Vik plus summation of K equal to 1, K not equal to I to N, YIK Vk whole power to V, whole power K. We have to consider as one equation, that is 1. And this is the real part. We have to separate the imaginary part. So same thing, instead of P we are using Q. So Qi K plus 1 is equal to imaginary part of Vik the whole Vi conjugate K YII Vik plus summation of K equal to 1 K not equal to I to N YIK Vk conjugate. The equation 2.19 can be rewrite as, that is equation 2.19, that is this equation can be rewrite as VIP plus VIP plus 1 is equal to 1 by YII Pi minus JQI by VIP minus summation K equal to 1 I minus 1 YIK Pk P plus 1 minus summation K equal to I plus 1 N YIK Vk P. consider this equation number 2.22. For load bus, that is PQ bus, one is that is first bus is slack bus. That is we are taking from this diagram. From this diagram, first bus is the slack bus. Second bus up to n is considered as load bus. That is PQ bus. For PQ bus, the value of P and Q are known, and the value of determinant of voltage and delta or that is phase angle are unknown. We have to find out magnitude of voltage and phase angle. So equation 2.20 has been solved to find out unknown value of voltage and phase angle. So for that purpose, we are taking the equation as VIP is equal to 1 by YII PI minus JQI divided by VI conjugate minus summation of K equal to 1 K not equal to I up to N YIK VK. That equation can be rearranged by VI P plus 1 is equal to 1 by YIA into PI minus JQI by VI power P the whole conjugate minus summation of K equal to 1 I minus 1 YIK VK P plus 1 minus summation of K equal to I plus 1 up to N YIK VK P. Note that is VIP is nothing but is equal to VI old, whereas VI P plus 1 is nothing but VI new. This is the difference between old voltage and new voltage. Okay. For generator bus, the first is taken as slack bus. 2 to M is considered as generator bus, and M plus 1 to N is considered as load bus. So for PV bus, we have to consider as first bus as slack bus. Second bus 2 up to N is considered as generator bus, and M plus 1 to N is considered as load bus. So in PV bus, the given value is P and voltage, that is power and voltage, that is real power and voltage. From this, we have to calculate reactive power and phase angle, that is Q and L. So for a given system, if no PQ bus is equal to the M, then no of PV bus is equal to N minus M plus 1. It's a condition. Okay. So consider QI. So QI is nothing but the imaginary part of that real power. So QI is equal to minus imaginary part of VI conjugate summation of K minus 1 up to N YIK VK. That can be rearranged into QI P plus 1, that is new voltage, is equal to minus imaginary part of VI P conjugate summation of K equal to 1 J equal to 1 YIK VK P plus 1 plus summation K equal to 1 up to N YIK VK P. The above equation can be rearranged by QI calculate is equal to minus imaginary part of summation VI volt into summation of K equal to 1 J equal to I 1 YIK VK mu plus summation of K equal to I plus 1 to N YIK VK volt. The calculated value of reactive power should be within this specific limit. It should be within this specific limit. The limit is QI minimum less than or equal to QI calculated less than or equal to QI maximum. If the limit of the reactive power violate, it should be fixed to the nearer limit. Okay. That is if QG G1 minimum is less than or equal to QI calculator less than or equal to QI maximum. If this condition satisfies, means we have to take in QI is equal to QI calculator. If QI calculator is lesser than QG minimum, then we have to taken QI as QG minimum. If QI calculator is less than QG maximum, then QI is taken as QG maximum. This is the condition for Q. Okay. So Q value is not specific for PV buses. PV buses, it is not specific. So yeah, that. So compute the reactive power generation using the relation. We have to compute it. We have to calculate it with this relation. So relation is QI is equal to minus determinant of VI summation of K equal to 1 to N Y determinant of YIK determinant of VK sin OIK plus SK minus S1 for polar form. So in form, this is for polar form. This can be rearranged by QI P plus 1 is equal to minus VI specific summation of K equal to 1 to I equal to 1, Y determinants of Y I K, determinant of VK P plus 1, sin OIK plus SK P plus 1 minus SIP plus summation of K equal to 1 to N, determinant of YIK, determinant of VK to P sin OIK plus SKP minus SIP. That is, QI can be rearranged in a rectangle form. We can write it as QI is equal to minus imaginary part of VI conjugate summation of K equal to 1 to N YIK VK. That is, QI calculated is equal to minus imaginary part of VI old conjugate into summation of K equal to 1 to J equal to 1 YIK VK P plus 1 mu plus summation of K equal to 1 to N YIK VK old. In each iteration, Q of the PV bus is calculated and then check whether the specific limit. The specific limit is QI minimum less than or equal to QI calculated less than or equal to QI maximum. If the condition is violated, then taken it's equal to the either QI max minimum or QI maximum. If condition is satisfied, then take QI calculator for calculating for VI mu. Okay. In brief, QGI minimum less than or equal to QI calculator less than or equal to QGI maximum. This condition is satisfying means we have to take in QI is equal to QI calculator. This value should be taken for QI for calculating voltage, new voltage. Okay. If QI calculator is less than QGI minimum, set QI is equal to QG minimum. If QI calculator value is less than QG maximum, set QI value as QG maximum. Now generator bus is converted to load bus. Known QI equation for fixed this value. For load bus, VI K plus 1 is equal to VI K plus 1 SI K plus 1. For generator bus, VI K plus 1 is equal to VI specific into SI K plus 1. Okay. This is the algorithm for Gauss-Seidel method. This is the procedure for solving the Gauss-Seidel method. Okay. So first step, we have to form the Y bus matrix. We have to form the Y bus matrix. Second step, assume Vk equal to Vk specific for all generator bus. For all generator bus, we have to assume Vk equal to Vk specific. Then assume Vk equal to 1 at an angle 0. That is, for a polar form, 1 at an angle 0. For rectangle form, 1 plus J0. For load bus, we have to assume load bus, we have to assume Vk as 1 plus J0 for rectangle form. Okay. Set step 4. Set iteration count 1. First, we have to start our iteration. Step 5. Let bus number I equal to 1. We have to consider I equal to 1 for starting the iteration. If I refer to the generator bus, go to the step number 7. If I value refer to the generator bus, then we have to go for step number 7. Otherwise, go to step 8. Okay. Step 7A. If I refer to the slack bus, go to the step number 9. If slack bus is there, means we have to go to step number 9. Otherwise, step number 7B. So 7B, we have to calculate Q value. For Q value, we know the formula, that is QI calculated equal to minus imaginary part of summation K equal to 1 to N VI conjugate YIK VK. By this, we have to find out the value of KI calculated, whether it is coming within the limit or not. Okay. After calculating it, we have to substitute in this. This is in this value. That is QG. In this value, QGI is equal to QI calculate plus QLI. Okay. Check for the Q limit value. So already I seen before. That is, if QGI minimum less than or equal to QI calculator less than or equal to QI maximum, set QI equal to QI calculate. If QI calculate value is less than Qg minimum, then set Qi equal to Qg minimum. If Qi calculate value is less than Qg maximum, set Qi is equal to Qg maximum. If Q limit is violated, then treat this bus as PQ bus till conjunction is obtained. Step 8. Compute Vi using the equation. That is, we have to find out the new voltage. That is, Vi new is equal to 1 by Yii into Vi specific minus Qi specific divided by Vi volt minus summation of k equal to 1, I minus 1, Yik, Vk, Vk new minus summation of k equal to I plus 1 up to n, Yik, Vk volt. Step number 9. If I is less than number of bus, increase I by 1 and go to step number 6. We have to increase the value of I by 1 and again do the iteration from step number 6. Step number 10. Compute two successive iteration value from Vi new, Vi old is less than tolerance. If less than tolerance, then go to step number 12. Otherwise, go to step number 11. So step 11, update the new voltage as Vi new is equal to Vi volt plus alpha Vi new minus Vi volt. We have to update this new value. So from this, we can rearrange as Vi volt is equal. We have to replace by Vi volt voltage by Vi new voltage, where alpha is nothing but acceleration factor. It's 1.1 always. Step 12, compute related quantities. That is, slack bus power is equal to SI equal to PI minus JQI. That is equal to VI conjugate into I. That is that I can be replaced by VI conjugate summation of k equal to 1 to n Yik into Vk, where I is equal to this value. Okay. For line flow, Sij is equal to Pij plus Qij. This is nothing but the power. The real power and reactive power is added into a common power. So P loss is equal to Pii plus Pij. Okay. Then Q loss is equal to Qij plus Qij. After finding the losses, we have to stop the execution. This is the algorithm for Gauss-Seidel method. So same algorithm is fixed in a flow chart. So in a flow chart, we know that we will start with the start button. So we start the first step, and the next read the line data tolerance alpha bus, where Pi from I is equal to 2 to n, Q minimum maximum for I is equal to 2 to m, Qi is equal to m plus 1 up to n, and the determinant of Pi for I is equal to 1 up to n. This everything is a given data. Okay. From this, we have to compute the Y bus matrix. From first step is we have to compute the Y bus matrix, and then the second step is initialize the bus voltage. We have to fix the bus voltage, initial bus voltage, and that step we have to we have to start the iteration. So set the iteration count is equal to 1. Okay. Okay. Then bus number, consider bus number 1. We have to consider bus number 1. So if set bus count is equal to 1 equal to 2, we have to increase by 1. If I refer to the generator bus, if it is referred to the generator bus, we have to do it. Two things is V new is equal to U specific less than phase angle calculator. Okay. If I refer is not referred to the generator bus, then go to this, directly go to this formula. If I is referred to the generator bus, we have to calculate the Q value. For that purpose, we are doing it. If I is not referred to the generator bus, it is otherwise called the load bus, then we have to go directly to this formula. Okay. Right. Now we have to calculate the value of Q. If, for that purpose, we know the formula Qi calculate is equal to imaginary part of summation k equal to 1 to n Vi conjugate Yik Vk. From this, we have to check the value, whether it is within the limit or whether it is satisfies the maximum or minimum. If it is within the limit, means that we have to take the calculated value of Vi. Q. Okay. Otherwise, we have to consider whether it is Qg is maximum, that is greater than Qi maximum. Then we have to consider Qi maximum. If Qi is less than Qi minimum, then we have to consider Qi minimum for calculating Vi new voltage. Okay. So new voltage, we know the formula Vi new is equal to 1 by Y, Vi specific minus Qi specific divided by Vi volt minus summation of k equal to 1 to I minus 1 Y I k Y Vk new minus summation k not equal to, sorry, k is equal to I plus 1 to N Y I k Vk volt. After finding the new voltage, we have to increase the count. Sorry, that is I is equal to I plus 1. We have to increase the count. If I is less than N, then go to step number. We have to go and reach here. In this counter, we have to increase the step count. Okay. Otherwise, we have to we have to find out next values. Okay. So next, we have to from this we can find out tolerance value. That is Vi new minus Vi volt. We have to minus the new value with the volt value. Whether it is coming under tolerance, we can check it. If it is not, we have to go to this step. So in this step, Vi new is equal to Vi volt plus alpha Vi new minus Vi volt. And here alpha value is 1.1 and calculate the new value and do this iteration. After finding the new voltage, from this we can calculate all the line flow, total line losses, reactive power, power generated after PV buses, slack bus power. So after finding the new voltage, we can calculate all line flow, total line losses, reactive power generated at the PV buses, and slack power buses. After completing or after calculating all these parameters, we can stop the items. This is explained in this flowchart. I hope you can understand the algorithm and flowchart of the Gauss-Seidel method. Then we will see some of the problems solved under Gauss-Seidel method. Okay. Okay. Consider this first problem. Just note it down. The system data for a load bus solved are given in table number 1 and table number 2. Determine the voltage at the end of the first iteration by Gauss-Seidel method. Taken alpha is equal to 1 by 6. Okay. They are given a two tablet column. In first tablet column, bus admittance value is given. Second tablet column, they are given the value of PQV values. Okay. And also determines bus, that is bus, first bus is considered as slack bus, second, third, and fourth bus is considered as load bus. Okay. Okay, this is a problem given to solve using Gauss-Seidel method. Okay. So first step is we want to draw the otherwise we want to calculate the Y bus matrix. We want to form the Y bus matrix. Before forming the Y bus matrix, we want to draw the Y bus. Okay. So this bus is drawn from this tablet number 1. First tablet column is used to draw the Y bus. Okay. So from this tablet column we can draw. That is bus number 1 to 2 is connected with an admittance 2 minus JQ. That is here. 1 and 2 is connected with a line. It's denoted by 2 minus JQ. And second thing, that is first bus to third bus is considered as 1 minus JQ. J4. So again we have to connect the bus number 1 and 3 and it is taken as 1 minus J4. And second bus is that is second bus and third bus is connected with an admittance value is 0.66 minus J is 2.664. Here I am connecting here. Yeah, right. It is considered 0.666 minus J is 2.664. It's an admittance value. Okay. And second bus to fourth bus is considered as 1 minus J4. Second to fourth, yeah, here. Second to fourth is considered as 1 minus J4. And finally, we are connecting third to fourth with the impedance value of admittance value of 2 minus J8. Okay, right. Now, from this diagram, we want to form the Y bus. To form the Y bus, we know that here one equal to missing, just note it out. Okay, okay, fine. So, first one is Y11. So, first bus here we have to add all the admittance touching in the first bus. So, here totally two buses are connected with the first bus. So, from here two admittance value are there. That is here one value and here one value. These two values should be added. The real part of these two values, 1 plus 2 is 3. Here I mentioned 3. And 4 plus 8 is considered as 12. That is 3 minus j 12. And second thing is y12. So the common term between first bus and second bus is this value. So it is considered minus of, we have to consider minus. So just substitute in the inside. So we will get a minus 2 plus the 8. Y plus means already here minus. We are multiplying with minus, then it becomes plus. Same thing is repeated for y13. So 13 there is one thing. Yeah, here is that thing. It should be my multiply with the minus. So we will get minus 1 plus j4 and y14. So y14 there is no connection between y and 4. So we will consider as 0. Okay. Okay. Then second term, that is second row. Second row it is nothing but y21. So 21 again 2 and 1. What is the common term? We have to fill it. And 2 2. So in 2 2, how many admittance are connected in with the second bus? This means total 3 admittance are having a relation with the second bus. So that 3 advances should be added. The real part should be added separately, and imaginary part also should be added separately. So finally, we will get 3.666 minus j 14.664. Then y23. What is the relation between 2 and 3 is 0.66 minus j 0.664. It should be multiplied with minus. So the values can be written as minus 0.666 plus j 2.664 and y24 the here is relation, that is 1 minus j4, it is multiplied by minus 1, then you will get minus 1 plus j4. Next term y31. So 3 and 1 having the relation is 1 minus j4. It's can be written as minus 1 plus j4 and 3 2 here 0.66. So it can be written as minus 0.666 plus j 2.664 and 3 3. So in 3 3 totally 3 admittance having relation with the third bus. So that 3 admittance should be added. The real part is separately added and the imaginary part is separately added. Then we will get the final answer as 3.666 minus j 14.664. And finally 3 to 4. 3 to 4 having the relation 2 minus j8, which multiplied with 1, then we will get minus 2 plus j8. For both, that is y41, there is no relation with the 4 and 1, then we that's a 0. And for 2, 2, we have the relation, that is minus 1 plus j4. And 4 to 3 having the relation minus 2 plus j8. And 4 4 in 4 4 total 2 admittance values having the contact with the fourth bus. So in that 2 admittance values added. So finally we will get 3 minus j 1 4. From this we can complete the Y bus matrix. Y bus matrix is formed. Okay. So after Y bus matrix we have to fix the initial value of voltage. That is Vi not is equal to Vi dash is equal to 1.06 at an angle 0. This is given in the problem. That is this value. It's a slack bus. It's considered initially the initial bus. Okay. Then second bus. Second bus. Uh, yeah. So here they given the voltage was for slack bus only. They are given the value. So it is considered V1 and V2, V3, V4 is all everything is load bus. So it's for load bus we have to consider the initial value as what we have studied earlier. So here I am mentioning V2, V3, V4 everything is considered as 1 at an angle 0 for polar form. If it converts into rectangle form means 1 plus j cube. So for for all load bus, all the voltage starting with 1. Okay. From this, we know that it's a load bus, so we can go directly. Otherwise, if it is any generator bus is available, means we have to calculate Q value, and after that, that Q value is whether coming under limit or not. We have to calculate it. Then we have to come this equation for solving the or finding the VI new value. Okay, right? If it is a load bus means we can eliminate that Q. We don't want to find out the Q value, that is reactive value. We can come directly to find out the new VI new value. So to find out VI new value, we want to know this formula. This is a very important formula. That is VI new is equal to 1 by YII P minus JQI divided by VI volt minus summation of K equal to 1 to I minus 1 YIK PK new minus summation K equal to I plus 1 to N YIK PK volt. Okay. Just substitute the value. So it can be rearranged by, that is we are substituting notation. Simply first initially we are substituting the notation. So vi, so I is nothing but I is equal to 2. Substitute y, I is equal to 2. Then we will get y2 dash is equal to, just I am replacing I equal to 2. Okay. Then we will get the final answer as v2 dash is equal to 1 by y22 into v2 minus jq2 divided by v2 naught minus y21 v1 dash minus y23 v3 naught minus y24 v4 naught. Okay. So we know all the that is this is a notation for load bus P I Q K value are minus, and for a detector bus P I and Q I value are taken as plus. Okay, okay, leave it. So now we have to substitute the value. V2, V2 is that is Y22. This Y22 value can be taken from the Y bus. That is in here Y22 value is 3.66 minus J 1.46. That value is written here, and into P2 minus JQ2. So P2 value, we know we have to take it from this equation. That is P2 is nothing but second bus P value and Q value. That is P2 and Q2, 0.5 and 0.2. Q is considered as 0.2. That can be written here. That is minus 0.15 plus J 0.25. Where we are coming minus means in load bus we have to consider minus. So we are multiplying minus inside. So we will get here minus term. Okay. Divided by, and V2 naught. V2 naught we know 1 at an angle 0. That is nothing but 1 plus J naught. You can write both. Okay. Minus Y21. Y21 can be taken from the previous Y bus matrix. Y21 value is minus 2 plus J8. Minus 2 plus J8 into Y3 naught. Y3 naught is 1 at an angle 0. And minus Y23 is also taken from the Y bus matrix. That is minus 0.66 plus and J 2.664 at into 1 at an angle 0 is nothing but Y3 naught. Y3 naught value is 1 at an angle 0 because everything is load bus. Okay. Minus Y24. Y24 value is Y24 value is minus 1 plus J4. So substitute for minus 1 plus J4 into V4, V4 value is nothing but 1 at an angle 0, 1 at an angle 0. We are substituting the value from the problem and find out the value of V2. So after rearranging all these equations, that is we have to convert everything into polar form or rectangle form as per your risk. How you can easily calculate with the help of a calculator. You can first of all you have to understand whether you calculate it in everything in from rectangle form, or you can calculate with the help of polar form. But every term should be converted into polar form, or every term should be converted to rectangle. Then only you can solve the problem very easily. Okay. Here after solving this value, we will get a final value as V2 naught is equal to 1.012 at an angle minus 1.67. This is a polar form that can be written into a rectangle form. That rectangle form value is 1.0115 minus J 0.029. If everything is available in nowadays calculator, that is MS 991. So only one thing you have to kept into mind is that you have, to calculating purpose, you have to convert everything into polar form and calculate it. Otherwise, you have to convert everything into rectangle form and just substitute it. So then only there will be no confusion. That is, there will not occur any error. Manual error won't occur at any point. Okay. After finding V2 naught, we have to calculate a V2 accelerator value. So to calculate V2 accelerator value, we know the formula V2 accelerator is equal to V2 naught plus alpha V2 dash minus V2 naught. So that is nothing but 1 plus J naught plus 1.6. Alpha value is 1.6, V2 naught value we know 1 plus J naught, and alpha value is 1.6. V2 dash value, that is calculator new value, that is this value, okay, is taken as 1.015 minus J 0.29, and V2 naught is old value, it's nothing but 1 plus J naught. After substituting this value, we will get V2 accelerator value is 1.0194 at an angle minus 2.608 is taken as per unit. Then V3, we have calculated V2. Now we have to calculate V3 value, the V3 new value. Okay, V3 for calculating V3 value, the I term is replaced by 3. So V3 dash is equal to 1 by Y33, P3 minus JQ3 divided by V3 naught minus Y31 V1 dash minus Y32 V2 dash accelerator minus Y34 V4 naught. Is nothing but we are taking from this equation. In this equation, I am replacing I value by 3. Okay. Okay. Okay, 3. Now substitute the value, that is Y33. This value is taken from the Y bus matrix. Y bus matrix, the Y33 value is 3.66 minus J 40.664. P3 value is minus 0.4 plus J 0.3. Is from the problem. It is given in the problem. That is 0.4 and 0.3. Okay, no confusion at all. This everything is given in the problem. Okay, we are just finding the Y bus matrix and just substituting the value. That's all. And just substitute the value, that is 0.4 plus J 0.3 divided by V3 naught value is 1 at an angle 0 minus Y31. Y31 is taken from the Y bus matrix. Y bus matrix value is minus 1 plus J4 into Y1 dash is nothing but 1.06 at an angle 0. Again, we have to substitute this value. So substitute, again, we want to solve this value. So same thing I said earlier, you should repeat it. That is, you should take all the term into polar form. All the rectangle term is converted into polar form and calculated. Otherwise, all the polar form is converted into rectangle form and calculated with the help of calculator. Then you will get the final answer as V3 dash is equal to 0.9779 at an angle 1 minus of 1 minus 74. That can be done in the rectangle form. That is, in rectangle form, we will get 0.9774 minus J 0.0296. After finding it, we have to substitute we have to calculate the V3 accelerator. V3 accelerator value is V3 volt plus alpha of V3 new minus V3 volt. So V3 volt value is 1 and the V3 new value is found out as 0.779 at an angle 1.74. That can be written as alpha value is 1.6. That can be written here. That is 0.9774 minus J 0.206 minus V3 volt is 1. So substitute here 1. Okay. After just solve this formula and we will get the final answer 0.9368 minus J 0.04736. Okay. After finding this, we have to calculate V4. Okay, V4 to calculate a new value of V4, we have to substitute I is equal to 4. Okay, So if we are substituting I equal to 4, we will get the value as V4 dash is equal to y1 for y44 into p minus j cube divided by v4 naught minus y41 into vi v1 naught minus y42 into v2 dash accelerator minus y43 into v3 dash accelerator. Okay, substitute the value from the value which is given in the problem. That is y44 is taken from the y bus matrix, and p and j, p value and q value is taken from the given data, and substituted in the corresponding area. Okay, after substituting the value, we'll get a final. Again, I said earlier that is we have to convert everything into polar form and calculate it. Finally, we will get a final answer of P4 dash is equal to 0.97 at an angle minus 4.087. It's a polar form. In terms of rectangle form, 0.976 minus J 0.69. Okay, I hope you understand something else. Okay. After finding the new value of V4, we have to calculate accuracy. That is V4 dash accuracy is equal to V4 old plus alpha of alpha into V4 new minus V4 old. So V4 old value is 1 and V4 new value is calculated just now, that is 0.765 minus J 0.069 and alpha value is 1.6. Substitute in this formula. Okay, substitute that is 1 plus J naught plus 1.6 at an into 0.9765 minus J 0.069 minus 1 plus J naught. Solve it and you will get a final value as V4 accuracy equal to 0.9624 minus J 0.1104. This is a rectangle form that can be converted to polar form. That polar form is written as 0.9684 at an angle minus of 6.54. Everything is written as per unit. So final result we can write as V1 is given in the form, that's 1.06, and V2 accuracy is 1.019 at an angle minus 2.608 per unit. V3 accuracy is 0.964 at an angle minus 2.81 per unit, and V4 accuracy is 0.9684 at an angle minus 6.54 per unit. Okay, everything is calculated. Okay. Okay, we will see one more sum related to the generator bus. Okay, we will see still now we have seen about the load bus. In this problem, they are given the generator bus. So if a generator bus is given, means we have to calculate the value of Q, and we have to that calculated value is checked with the limit, whether it is coming under it or whether it crosses the limit or it comes under the limit. After that only we have to set the Q value and then only we have to calculate the new voltage value. Okay? So consider this, just read out this problem. For the system shown in figure, determine the voltage at the end of the first iteration by Gauss diameter. That is GSS Gauss diameter. Taken alpha is equal to 1. Here they are given alpha equal to 1. And bus specific are given in the table count. Table number 1, they are given the PQV values for all the buses. That is, first bus is lag bus, second bus is generator bus. Generator is nothing but PB bus, and third bus is load bus is PQ bus. Okay. Okay, this diagram is given in the problem itself. Okay, don't confuse at all. I have no space here. Then only for the purpose I am mentioning here. Okay. So from this diagram, we have to form the Y bus matrix. First of all, we want to find out the Y bus matrix for all the cluster method. Okay, without Y bus, we can't solve the problem. We can't find out the new voltage. That okay. So from this problem, from this diagram, we have to calculate the Y bus matrix. So again, totally 4 buses are there. So automatically we know that 4 cross 4 matrix will come. That is Y bus is equal to Y11. First thing is Y11. Just look at the first bus. How many admittance are connecting with the first bus? There are 2 admittance. That 2 admittance should be added. So that value is 2.22 minus J 9. And second thing is Y21. Sorry, it should be denoted by minus. except denominator, all the other terms would be denominated by minus. So minus y21. What is the relation between first bus and second bus is there is a common term, common argument, that is 1 minus j5. That should be multiplied with the minus. So we will get minus 1 plus j5. And y13, the next term is y13. In y13 you can write it as minus 1.23 minus j4. It's a common term that is written here. And final thing is y14. There is no relation between 1 and 4, then we are considered as 0. By this we have to fill this matrix. Okay, I, I, I explained the first term, first row. With the help of first row, you have to fill the remaining rows. Okay, so I don't want to waste time here. I hope you may know this. Okay, after forming Y bus, we have to fix the voltage. Okay, for fixing the voltage, so first bus is given, the first value of voltage is given in the tabular column, that is slack bus voltage is given. So V1 voltage is equal to V1 1.06, which is given in the tabular column, as well as V2 new. V2 new is a generated bus. So generated bus value also is given in the tabular column. You can see here. Yeah, they are given in the tabular column. Generated bus voltage value also given. So V2 value is 1.04. For load bus, we have to assume it. What is the value? We will assume that is 1. We have to assume the 1. That is V3 and V4 is for common. For all common load buses, we have to assume the voltage as 1. Okay. So V3 voltage is equal to 1 at an angle 0, whereas V4 voltage is equal to 1 at an angle 0. Okay. So we have to start the iteration. We look about the second bus. So what is the second bus? It's a PV bus. So second bus is a PV bus. We should calculate Q value. So second bus, so we have to calculate Q value. For calculating the Q value, we are using a formula. That is here I am replacing I term as 2. Then we will get Q2 is equal to minus imaginary part of V2 naught. V2 naught is another volt. V2 volt into Y21 into V1 dash plus Y22 into V2 naught plus Y23 into V3 naught plus Y24 into V4 naught. Where naught is nothing but volt value. Okay, just substitute the value. That is imaginary part of V2 naught is 1.04 at an angle 0 is given. And Y21 value is taken from the Y bus matrix. It's written as minus 1 plus J5, and the V1 dash is nothing but first voltage is nothing but 1.06 at an angle 0, and Y22 is taken with the Y bus matrix is written as 2.6 minus J11 into V2 naught value is 1.04 at an angle 0, and Y23 is taken from the Y bus matrix is written as minus 0.5 plus J4, and Y3 value is 1 is taken as 1 plus J0 plus Y24 is taken from previous, that is Y bus matrix is written as minus 1.1 plus J2 into Y4 naught value, that is Y4 volt value is 1. Yes, that is 1 at an angle 0. Again, we have to convert everything into polar form and calculate it. And finally, we will get the answer as Q2 imaginary value is 0.145. The final value is 0.1456. Okay. Now we have to check whether this 0.145 is coming inside the limit. Whether it is coming inside the limit. The limit is given in the given data. That is 0.1 at an angle. 0.1 less than or equal to Q2 less than or equal to 1. Just take it here. Now substitute Q2 value here. So we'll get 0.1 less than or equal to 0.1456 less than or equal to 1. This condition is satisfied. That is 0.1 definitely less than Q2. This value definitely less than the Q2 and definitely less than with the 1. Okay, so we have to set Q2 value as 0.1456. Okay, we have to set Q2 value is 0.1456. If this Q2 value is less than 0.1, then we have to set 0.1. If Q2 value is greater than 1, we have to set this value. Okay, this is the limit setting for q. Okay, after finding the q, uh, definitely in PV generator bus, p value is given. You can see here, like p value is 0.5. So if we calculate a q means we can substitute p value. Okay, so from this we can calculate q as we can find out q as well as p. From this, after finding q and p, we have to find out new voltage value. Okay, so to find out new voltage value for slack bus, always throughout the system the voltage is common. So v1 new is nothing but 1.06 at an angle 0. We have to calculate v2, v3 and v4. We have to calculate three voltage, new voltages. Okay. Okay, so first V2 voltage. To calculate V2 voltage, already we see that before some that's form is up definitely exactly repeated. Okay, that is V2 new is nothing else equal to 1 by Y22 into V2 minus JQ2 divided by V2 volt minus Y21 V1 new or volt. V1 is common for all. Okay, minus Y23 V3 naught minus Y24 V4 naught. Okay. After this value, uh, uh, that is Y22 is taken from the Y bus matrix, and P2 Q2 value is taken from the is calculated and substitute here, and the V2 old value is 1.04 at an 0 minus Y21 new value. Y21 is taken from the Y bus matrix. V1 new value is 1.06. Y24 value is taken from the Y bus matrix, and Y4 value is 1. After substituting this value, we have to rearrange the equations by converting everything into polar form or everything into rectangle form. Then find out the final answer So final answer we will get is V2 new is equal to 1.047 at an angle 2. Okay, this is a final value. From this we can calculate the accurate value. So accurate value, what for the purpose V2 accurate is equal to V2 volt plus alpha into V2 new minus V2 volt. Substitute the V2 volt value. Okay. So substitute the V2 volt value, we will get the final answer as 1.047 at an angle 2. Okay. This is the final value of V2 new. Okay. Then same process is repeated for V3 as well as V4. So in V3 dash is equal to 1 by Y33, V3 minus J23 divided by V3 naught minus Y31 V1 dash minus Y32 V2 V2 new minus Y34 V4 naught. That is what. Substitute Y33 is taken from the Y bus matrix. That is that value is 2.9 minus J11 into minus P3 value is minus 0.4 plus J0.3 is given in the problem itself. You can see it here. The problem, because it's a load bus, we have to take it directly. It is given directly 0.4 and 0.3. That is P3 and Q3. Okay. So minus 0.4 plus J 0.3. Why you become minus means for load bus we have to consider minus. For generator bus, no need to consider minus. Okay. So 0.4 plus J 0.3 divided by V3 naught value is 1 at an angle 0 minus uh, minus 1.2 plus J4 is taken from the Y bus matrix, and the V1 naught value is 1.06 at an angle 0. Y32 value is minus 0. Plus J4 it's taken from the Y bus matrix, and V2 new value. Here we have to write the V2 new value. V2 new value is 1.047 at an angle 2, and Y34 is taken from the Y bus matrix, that is minus 1.2 plus J3, and V4 new value is 1. Again, we have to rearrange this formula into a rectangle form or a polar form and solve it. Finally, we will get V3 new is equal to 1.003 at an angle 0.8 per unit. Tech. Okay. Here V3 naught and V accelerator value same. It is become same means the alpha value is given as 1. If alpha value is given as 1 means then V3 is equal to, that is V new value is always equal to V accurate value. Okay. So V3 new value is equal to 1.003 at an angle minus 0.8. V4, same thing is repeated for fourth bus also. V4 dash is equal to 1 by Y44 at an angle P minus JQ divided by V4 naught minus Y41 V1 dash minus Y42 V2 dash accelerator minus Y43 V3 dash accelerator. Okay. Substitute this value here, that is Y44. Y44 is taken from the Y bus matrix, that value is 2.3 minus J5. Okay. And P and Q, that is P4 and Q4 is given in the data, given in the problem itself. You can see here. Yeah. What is the value of the fourth bus? 0.2 for P and 0.1 for Q. That is P4 is 0.2, Q4 is 0.1. Okay, well, then here I am substituting it. P value is 0.2 and Q value is 0.1. Okay, but in load bus we have to consider minus. So here I am considering the minus P plus Q. Okay, divided by P4 volt. P4 volt value is 1 and minus Y41. What is the Y41 value is taken as 0, is nothing but 0. In the Y bus matrix, Y41 value is 0. So here this term becomes 0. Minus Y42. Y42 is taken from the Y bus matrix. Y42 value is minus 1.1 plus J2 into Y2 new value that we calculated already, that is 1.0047 at an angle 2 minus Y43. Y43 is taken from the Y bus matrix, is considered as minus 1.2 plus J3 and Y3 new value is taken, is calculated, that value should be substituted here. That calculated value is 1.003 at an angle minus 8. After rearranging the equation and converting all the polar form to rectangle form or rectangle form to the polar form, solve all the steps, and finally we will get a final answer as V4 dash equal to 0.985 at an angle minus 1. I said earlier V4 dash and V4 accuracy is same. Why? Because alpha equal to 1. If alpha equal to 1, then either V4 dash is equal to V4 accuracy. From this, we can write the result as V1 dash is equal to 1.04 at angle 0. V2 dash is V2 dash is nothing, is not a dash. V2 new is equal to 1.047 at an angle 2. V3 new is equal to 1.03 at an angle minus 8. V4 new is equal to 0.985 at an angle minus 1. Okay, I hope you have understand this problem. It's a very important method for finding the load flow analysis. Gaussian method is one of the best method to find out the load flow analysis. And definitely 1 or 2 questions may ask from the Gaussian method for gate. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.